For this reason, people with a high amount of visceral fat are 44% more likely to get metastatic cancer. This is a big, big thing with visceral fat. This type of fat is constantly breaking down triglycerides into free fatty acids. Well, the problem is this visceral fat is constantly making those free fatty acids. And so those fatty acids, it doesn't respond. This, we call it, it's not really an organ, but this type of fat doesn't respond to insulin. So what happens is when your visceral fat is metabolically active like that, it is basically making it where insulin can't work its job. Your body goes, oh, maybe that wasn't enough insulin because, the glucose isn't coming in to the organs like the liver like it's supposed to. So let me put some more out.
And for anyone that doesn't know, insulin is kind of like the taxi driver that goes and picks up the glucose and takes it home.
Right. And so what happens when you make more insulin, you're overcompensating in such a way that now glucose really does get taken up into these other organs like the liver. And it so much so that it causes your blood glucose levels to go down and you're crashing. And all of a sudden, this is responsible for that, people that eat a meal and they're kind of insulin resistant. They eat a meal and then all of a sudden they're crashing an hour later. And so when I'm talking about here with visceral fat, it causes insulin resistance. And that's essentially the take home here. So that is a big consequence of having this visceral fat, in addition to those inflammatory molecules that are being generated from this fat. It's just so metabolically active. And that inflammation that you're generating not only does things like raise your cancer risk by 44%, it also makes you tired. It gives you brain fog, lethargy. When your immune system is being activated by this inflammation, you're taking energy away from your brain. It's a lot of energy to activate your immune system.